Hello and welcome, Crystal Souls, on this new picky card. Today we're going to discover who is coming towards you. So for this reading, we have three piles available. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Take your time, you can meditate on the cards, and then when you're ready, you can find the timestamps on the video directly or down below in the description. Let's meditate together and breathe in. Hold your breath and breathe out, relax. And choose the one calling you. Group number 1, let's start and see who is coming towards you love related. So first, I see someone who is wanting freedom in a relationship, the wings, or this could be an earth angel. When you connect with them or look at them, you feel actually that soul connection, soul bond with them. And because green and blue is the dominant colors on that card, what I see is that you are attracting someone very loving and very communicative and creative towards you. And as for the message, forgive me for needing you in my life. Forgive me for enjoying the beauty of your body and soul. So yeah, I see a physical attraction, of course, with this person. And perhaps you feel the same when you meet this person. You feel like, okay, that's my type. But also when communicating, you will also recognize that you guys have a lot in common and your souls speak the same love language. And I see growth and protection with the leaves. And as for the roses, what I see with that is that you're attracting someone who wants to be blooming, who is very pure as well with the white color. And with the star as a necklace, could be that when you meet this person, they can have a certain accessory that's very eye-catching, a necklace, a ring, or something like that. But also I see the star as a symbol related to you guys' destiny. And I do believe you might be attracting a person who is solely connected to you. I mean, this is why they love your soul, so they may have a soul connection and soul contract with you. So let's see more about this person, but also your future. So what is something you can expect with this connection? Interesting. Okay, so this can be starting as a friendship. Or some person that is in your circle, someone wanting to celebrate life with you, or that can just be their trait. You know, the fact that this person is very friendly, but also enjoying the time you guys spend together. With the full moon, I see full passion towards you, even though it might start as a friendship, or you guys may just, want to communicate as friends, and then you will see you guys are perfect for each other, and you match, and you click, so you might then envision a future together, want to be building something together, because this card is all about projecting, really looking into the future, knowing what the next step is about. So in this loving relationship and connection, I see that the bond will be instant. You'll feel that strong connection with your person. You'll feel something special. And because of it, you want then to celebrate with this person very quickly and will have project with this person quite fast too. So number 2 might be a sign you see, or 3. So if you see 222, that's announcing union. 333, it's about growth. So I see a very potent relationship for your own self-development and growth. And with this card, I also believe you can be going for a drink together as a future date. And as for this one, because we have the world card, and this can also be about future travels. If you plan to be going somewhere, or if your soul is wanting to travel to a certain place, this could be where you will be meeting this person. Or they can be traveling to you. That can also be another sign here. But I do see some type of step or, next stage for you guys to be together, if you're not together already. Because like I said, this person can be rather in your soul circle or in your friend circle, or maybe working with you, but I don't see someone too far from you, to be honest. So let's see. Hotel room, because we talked about travel, I think this one is very connected with that perspective of the future. So you can be indeed traveling to each other or together in the future. And so altar rooms or just going to beautiful places together is something you will be really interested about or passionate about. Let's see more. These cards are so connected to what I just talked about. I talked about travel, boom, hotel room. I talked about going for a drink. Let me buy you a drink. I mean, I cannot make that up for real. And the overall energy for this deck is soulmate. And I talked about a soul bond and connection. So I think that is all very connected. So you can be attracting a soulmate or someone in your soul family or star family, and this person will be calling you or asking you for a date, especially going for a drink at a bar, or you guys can just be, vibing over some type of activity you guys like. And with the Three of Cups, for some reason, I think of, a place where it's very social. So I think of, the game places that we have when we can just all vibe together. That's the vibe I'm getting from this one. But it can be different. But I see this person really wanting to step in and make a move quickly towards you because they have plans for the two of you, which is nice. So let's see traits and qualities from your future person, so you can also recognize who that person is. But so far, I see a loving, creative, friendly, and a visionary as well. Like they have projects, they love to be traveling, so they can be an explorer, and they can be very romantic too. Like they love to take you to beautiful places and charm you. Look at that, adventurous, and that is a traveling scene, especially around summer. So perhaps summer could be the season, and actually cups represent summer. As for wands, it's spring season. So spring, summer, I do believe somebody may step in and actually confess their feelings to you. And perhaps you'll be traveling in summer together because you have that adventurous soul, or just want to be exploring together because that feels right for the two of you. Or some places may be calling the two of you for a reason. So let's see more traits. I'll take this one. And someone reliable and really getting future spouse vibes, to be honest, with this one. So you can be attracting a person you really see yourself marrying, or just someone you see vibing with, celebrating with, having projects with, and, building with. That's especially what I can see. And traveling a lot with, because that is someone that's very fun to be around. You have a good time, you laugh a lot. That's really the energy of that social person I'm seeing you attracting in your life. So let's continue with couple cards. What can you expect love related? So Promise Me is the card. And what I see with that is you guys can be encountering or manifesting each other as soulmates, because I do believe you might be attracting a soulmate with the other card that we saw. And so this is a soul contract. This is a soul promise, to be together again in this lifetime, because you feel a deep connection with this person, I believe. And this is why you are relying on this person and wanting and craving for this person to step in, and they will. Can I come in? So they want to be spending more time with you, might just be visiting you with food or maybe with a drink, I don't know, because we saw the drink as well. But yes, especially food or anything that you guys can consume and, talk at the same time. These are activities where you can sit down with a person and communicate and exchange a lot. So that again, connect with someone very communicative. And I talked about this with the blue color right away. So yeah, I can feel you are attracting someone who likes to chat, who likes to exchange as well. I'll pick it in a sec. So let's see more traits and qualities from a person. So you're attracting a person who's very strong, abundant. Let me pick the other one. And one eloquent performer. I talked about a communicative. I'm struggling. A communicative person. So yes, I do see that person wanting to chat. They may have that, that thing about themselves that, I don't know, it's very charming because they can talk for hours, or just the way they communicate a message is very one of a kind. So eloquent, could be a performer as well, a singer maybe. Someone rich or very good at manifesting abundance in their lives. Any type of form, of abundance. Doesn't have to be money. Abundance can be about them attracting good luck, good opportunities, good people around them, and someone very strong and passionate. And I'm saying passionate because we have a lot of like red scenes on these two. So perhaps that's a sign. So let's continue with messages now. So what your person wants to say to you. That was fast. Let me be your man or let me be your girl. Depends who's watching here. And oh my god, I'll make you mine. And I talked about future spouse energy, someone possibly wanting to marry you in the near future. So that again connects perfectly with the messages and the energy. So let me be your man and I'll make you mine. So these were the messages. So what I'm gonna do now is pick the other techniques, starting with the rune. Generosity, and we saw abundance, and you could see they will come and offer you something. Oh, and by the way, make sure to pay attention to the looks. I forgot to talk about this, but the looks on the cards can also be associated to your person, the way they may appear, the way they dress, for example, a style, hair color, hairstyle, all that. So pay attention to that. Look around. So generosity, and here we have protection. So they will be protective with you, or just offer you protection. Like they will want you to feel safe in this connection and relationship. I mean, they're very friendly, so they might be very empathic as well. They feel you, they understand you, and like you guys just vibe effortlessly. Like I said, it's something that's an evidence when you find this person. So I'm gonna move these on the side, and I'll be picking the zodiac grid. So what we can see is a zodiac sign. For the cards, we had fire and water signs so far, but we can see more. And we had summer and spring. So that can also be related to their birth month. Birth season. Well, let's see with this grid more about their zodiac. Okay, so we have Libra, Virgo, Leo, Aries, and Scorpio especially. But we can see more of them with the letters and words, which I'm going to pick in a second. So let's see. But of course you can see a name, a place, some hints, and more. Italy. So Italy is a place you guys can be visiting, or it could be related to we have rune. So maybe the rune was showing you something important, and we had generosity and protection. I think I was saying something, but I forgot. So show, sing. It's interesting because we saw an eloquent performer. I talked about singer. And again, music, sing, show. So perhaps you guys will have a date going to a certain show, or if they're not a singer, of course, or a content creator, a showman or showgirl. They are targeting you, that's for sure. But you can go to a concert, or let's say to a fashion show together, or to a certain exposition with the show, or they will show you something. Maybe that's another code. Again, we have Libra, Aquarius is to add to the list. This one is blank. So let's see what we can see there. I see 1 in French, so maybe you're attracting D1. Lasting relationship is what I heard for these two. It's like in French, un is masculine, so 1 masculine or 1 feminine. That's pretty much what I can see, to be honest. So this is a rating. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to claim and subscribe to manifest this beautiful love into your life. For personal guidance, personal readings, the tools I use, everything is linked down below. And I will see you in my next reading. Check my other ones while you wait for me, and take good care of you. Bye-bye. So group number 2, let's see who is coming your way. So first I see a mysterious person, and with the violets all around, maybe this color, purple or violet, is some color they like, or this could be their aura's color. And with this aura's color, I think of someone very creative, mysterious, who has their third eye open. And with the message, let's see. Thoughts of you dance through my mind, knowing it is just a matter of time. wondering. Okay, I feel they are searching for you or thinking about you a lot because their thoughts are dancing through their minds. It's actually hard for them to resist you or just stop thinking about you. So even though they are a mysterious person, they may have their eyes on you and know who you are, or they might be targeting you very quickly when meeting you. And with the stars all around his head, I honestly believe you're attracting an old soul or someone who has just that creative personality, mysterious personality, old soul type of vibe. And this is possibly what is attracting you, to be honest. But with this, I see that they have a lot of things that inspires them and that will guide them towards a bigger mission or bigger goals and bigger things to do. Like that's the urge for them. And perhaps when they meet you, they'll feel that connection. They'll feel something intense happening. So let's see with tarot cards more about you guys' future and who is coming for you at the moment. Let's see. Okay, so what I see first with the Six of Wands, which is about recognition, someone popular, maybe someone in the spotlight, so, or in the public eye, I do see, honestly, rather an artist, a performer, content creator is also what I see. Could be someone who's indeed a celebrity or just someone who is a star. And I see the two of you solely connected. With the Six of Cups, this relates to rather our childhood nostalgia, but from a soul perspective, this relates to our soulmates or people who have a soul contract with us. And what I see is some age gap between you two. So perhaps one of you is going to be a lot younger or the other one is going to be, just a bit more mature. But I see the two of you wanting to build something together. They're gardening together here. She's offering him what he values. So I see that as an exchange in the relationship too. What each other value will be receiving from that person, or that person will understand, celebrate, and honor your universe. So maybe one of you is an artist, a creator. For example, they can be an architect, or they can be a fashion designer, or they can be, like I said, a popularity or on social media. They could be a YouTuber. Or with this one, with the garden, I think of someone who's a bit more an artisan, or a bit more crafty, creative, or likes to work in nature. So these are some hints for you guys. By the way, pay attention to the looks, the styles, the hair color, because they can talk to you personally for you when you meet the person. So like I said, someone popular that you may recognize, but I see a recognition from the soul because you guys are in the same soul family. And I see you guys bonding over one common interest. Let's say you love arts, then, one of you can be more into fashion, the other one can be more into like dancing, let's say. Then it's still a common interest. It's still in the same field. So you guys' creativity will be, amplified thanks to that person. Or or you can be collaborating with this person with the Three of Pentacles, because this is what this card is all about. And honestly, I see you guys gifting to each other, supporting each other's dreams, and wanting the best for each other. So this is why I see a healthy, supportive, and beautiful, strong bond and connection with your future person here. But like I said, you can be attracting someone in the same field or area that you value, study, or just want to experience for yourself. This can be you instead of the person. You can be the one who's meant to become a star, who's meant to have fans around you and supporters, or a community online, for example, because you are very crafty and artistic and you learn from others. That can be about your story, and then you can see, the essence of the other person in the other cards. But that can be them too, with different callings. So let's see couple cards. What can you expect love related? But so far, I see someone generous. I see someone very skilled, who is very inspiring as well. Very crafty, creative, inspiring. They also love plants or flowers, or they could be gifting you flowers because you could see the bouquet, here and the flowers here. So maybe that's their love language. They may use a certain flower to communicate a message to you. And I see seduction between you two, which is beautiful. So indeed, seduction is starting. And we have the grapes, the grapes, the grapes. I see maturity. So maturity, and I talked about someone possibly a bit more mature than you, because maybe there's some age gap between you two. So I'm not sure if your other one is a bit more mature, but I just see that this maturity is welcomed by the other person. Perhaps this is because even though they're very young, they can be an old soul. And because of it, they are a lot more mature than the people around their age. So they may not really vibe with their generation, let's say, but more with an older generation. Or you can be, for example, if you, who is a bit more mature, let's say, you can be a bit disconnected with your generation. And so you might be tempted to have bonds or friends that are a bit more younger than you. I relate to that personally because I don't really feel a connection with my generation. I feel like it's very old school. And I honestly love the new generation. Like, after the millennials, because I'm from that generation. But yeah, so I can relate to that, and I'm sure this might be the same type of message, whether it's, you connecting with older people or younger generations. And here we have the boss. So perhaps you have a crush on somebody that you work with or that inspires you. Or they can just be a boss. Like, let's say they have their own company or they will want to have their own company. So I'm really getting CEO, boss, businessman, or businesswoman here, to be honest. So that can be one of their traits or what they do. Let's see more about their personality. Okay, way too many cards popped here, but I'll take the first one that popped, cuddly. So they will express their love with cuddles. I'll take this one too. With cuddles and, just staying in bed and talking for hours, enjoying each other's company. That's really the vibe I'm getting from your future person and two of you as well. Here we have a loving person and a good listener. So you can indeed expect a person who is going to connect with you, understand you, love you, want to spend time with you, even just stay at home, not do much, just possibly watch Netflix and, chilling, cuddling, listening to each other's story. So these were the cards as a plus, because we have a lot of traits already, to be honest. So let's continue with all the couple cards and see more about your love relationship. Be my fiancé. Okay, so you can be attracting someone you will marry in the future. Okay, too much. One more, please. So, and honestly, with the soulmate card or soul contract card, yes. And perhaps this is why you will need to wait for the right timing to be with this person. I'll bring you the sun. I'll bring the sun into your life. I was correct. So what I see is a, bubbly, fun, and joyful person. And they bring something beautiful. They bring something that's recharging you or making you feel excited. So even though it's raining, they're just full of the rainbow. This rainbow is just feeling them, or just that's part of their aura energy. So I'll bring the sun into your life. They can be a city person too. What they can own is a beautiful car. I talked about a boss, and again, the way he's dressed is very sharp and beautiful looking. So be my fiancé. What's this one? So they can be confessing their feelings to you quite quickly, and after just spending multiple months or years together, they will actually want to be your future spouse or future wife. So let me pick this other deck so we can see more traits and qualities from your person. Impressive. Yes, you could see that. You could see this is an impressive and quite charming and attractive person here. That's why they have a lot of eyes on them, or you have a lot of eyes on you. And I see victorious. So, and fame. Look at that. This is the overall energy of the deck. So you are indeed attracting a person. And again, I see the phone, so social media could be a thing. And yes, so victorious, fame, and impressive. Isn't it beautiful? Like for real, you're attracting a person you will like surely admire. And when you look at them, it's like, wow, like how did I attract this person? Because this person is just very impressive. But of course, you deserve all of that. So let's see messages now. What this person wants to say to you. Beyond what we saw in the beginning, of course. The fact that they think about you a lot. I've never met someone like you. Here's the first message. Should I confess to you? Yes, yes, yes. And you could see confession, making a move, like that's happening. Even the seduction game is starting or started already. So they will confess. I just don't see this person waiting too long because they feel the connection and they feel you are the one. So they'll be very open with their feelings. Like they won't play a game with you. I'm way too excited for this group, but yeah, I mean, that's beautiful to see. So let's pick some runes. So here we have force and courage. So they'll be very strong-minded. I see someone who is in their Leo energy. It's like if they want something, they go get it. If they will design in their mind a certain ideal, they will actually manifest that. But they're very courageous as well. And possibly this is why they might be making the first move towards you. Because they feel like that's their job or that's, what feels right to them. So they're not going to wait any longer. So let's move these on the side and I'll pick the zodiac grid. But so far we had fire sign. So it could be a fire sign, water sign, and pentacles. As for the seasons, pentacles represents, let me think, autumn. Then we have summer for water and spring for the wands. So that can talk to you this way too. But let's see their zodiac sign. We have the grid for group number 2. Okay, so we have Pisces especially, Capricorn, Sagittarius. We can see more of them with letters and words, which I'm going to pick next. So what you can see as well are places, numbers you can see, for example, or even just the name of your person or initials. Feel it. Feel it. Cut. Cute. Yes. So they can call you cute, or they can be very cute as well. Look at that. We have CEO. They can be born, with the zodiac from Asia. They can be a rat, or they can have a rat pet. Can be. So we have Libra and Sagittarius again. Y, thing, cool, us, or US can be the place. Ed. Maybe Ed is related to their name. Like, let's say they are called Edward, then that's the sign. Cat, so cat, rat, interesting the duality here. So let's see. I see road in French. Route, so maybe there's like a road. Maybe California could be the place in the US. But I feel like you are guided towards this person with these hints. Maybe someone tactile. This is pretty much what I can see here for you, but you can see something personal. So this is your reading. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to claim and subscribe to manifest this beautiful love into your life. For personal guidance, tools I use, everything is linked down below. And I will see you guys on my next reading. Check my other ones on this channel while you wait for me. And take good care of you. Bye-bye. So group number 3, let's see who is coming towards you and more hints. Actually, this group had 2 cards for the pic, but I hide, part of it. The thing is, the first card that popped was this one. And what I saw right away is that you're attracting someone who will feel like a gift, will feel like an offering from the universe. So this is beautiful to see. And with the starfish here, I see that this love is going to stick to you. This person is going to stick to you. And they want to be building something. The fact that this was the only group with the first card with no face, I thought to myself, perhaps you still don't know the identity of the person. And then I was like, I still want to have like a person showing up for this group so I can just, align the cards and so it's easier to choose. And then this one popped. And look at that. You are not seeing the person's face. So I knew right away that a lot of you guys choosing this pile, you might not know the person's face or identity, or there's still some type of mystery about this person because they might be covering their face or not too confident with the way they appear or the way they look. That could be a sign. But what I see is someone that you'll feel like that's a gift to be with this person, and someone a bit mysterious, to be honest. So let's see the messages for the cards. Just one smile from you would make my whole world bright. Okay, so your smile is gonna be what this person likes, especially about you. Like you can just bring light and beauty. You can just light up the world with a smile. And this is what they feel with you. And here, for needing you in my life, forgive me for enjoying the beauty of your body. So this person likes your body. This person likes your curve, the way that, you appear, or even just the way you dress. I just believe this person will pay close attention to the way you look. And so I feel this attraction is going to be quite physical, but also they will want to be around you because they like your vibe, they like your energy, and they love your smile. And possibly you're someone who's very bubbly, very fun to be around, or you have this bright energy, and this is what this person is searching for. So let's see with the other cards more about your future and this love between you two, or just the person, depends what spirits want to show. Oh my god, okay, that's so beautiful. So you're attracting your counterpart, you're attracting someone you are destined to be with. So we have the lovers for this one. Love is in the air, my friends. And the one you're meant to be with is just appearing right now. And possibly this is why you're still waiting for this person. And in fact, they're not showing their faces on this card. But perhaps later on we can see more traits like their hair color or style. But so far we have blondie and brown hair. But I see magic. You can see the spirit here. I'll show you a close-up. The spirit here manifested out of the smoke, the flames, and they will finally reunite. It's kind of like here spirit guides are doing the work behind the scene, and they will now work with you two to manifest each other or to create that bond, because this is part of your destiny for the two of you to finally unite and to love each other, to support each other. I just see that this love between you two is gonna be one of a kind. That's really soulmate energy, maybe twin flame energy as well, but this is true love. This is what you've been searching for, and this is why it will feel like a gift, because finally you are meeting and manifesting a person who is just going to understand you and wanting to build with you. They feel a connection with you, that's for sure. So true love for this group. And this will come after some type of test or heartbreak. So perhaps you've been through that already. The fact that you didn't feel a deep connection with your exes, or possibly people were constantly rejecting you or not understanding you, or you didn't feel much of a connection, and now it's going to be different. This is in the past. This is mostly related to things not working, worries, anxiety, some type of competition as well is what I see here. I was like, I'm better than you. And possibly you've been surrounded by people, and I'm not just talking about romantic connections, maybe parents, for example, that made you feel very little. Like they always compare themselves, or they were just making you feel little by just saying, oh, I'm better than you, or I can do that so much more better, or, what you're doing is not good enough, what ifs. These people are just wounded and they're just very toxic to be around. So don't even take that for you. It's all about them. It's always about their ego. So yeah, it's something to just disconnect from and just be like, yeah, what ifs. And you just move on with your life and move on from these people because they're not worth even you feeling anything for them or anything about what they say. Okay, so what I see is that you will just step away from that toxicity or just realize, wow, I've been surrounded by a lot of jerks before, but now I deserve better and the universe is assisting me and my guides are calling for my most compatible soul. So now I can be gifted the right person and so we can create a masterpiece of love together. And for the Page of Cups, this one represents a new exciting opportunity to be with somebody that you like. And with the River, it's kind of like things will be smooth. It will be easy, like a path that's for you. And so you are directed towards the love that's meant to be with you. And you no longer will accept anybody treating you without respect, without care, without love. You don't allow it. You say no to it. And because now you can defend yourself and, stand up for yourself. This is when you do manifest your most potent, powerful, and loving soul, which I think is a soulmate for you guys. And so later on, you can be creating this masterpiece together. But also, these can be traits from your person. So if not your story, they can be the one who has been in a toxic dynamic, toxic relationship, or in an environment where they were battling just to, prove themselves or feel beautiful or feel noticed or feel good about them. And possibly this is why they're hiding now. Or they feel a bit more shy or introverted because they always needed to defend themselves to the point that they locked themselves in. Introverts tend to be people who are so expressive, and so because of it, people killed their spark, and because of it, they became more introverted. They keep things inside, see? External, extrovert, these people are just a bit more careless, let's say, or they were not judged as much. And so because of it, they can still express their true self. What is that? This was a knock from somewhere. I don't know, maybe that's a sign. But yeah, it's something I can see here. But I feel like the two of you can be more introverted. And honestly, artists tend to be using layers as arts or mediums as arts. Rather, it's painting, dancing, singing, to express themselves. I'm not saying all of them are introverts. Don't get me wrong. But I see that you guys can be communicating something with arts or with creations or gift that you offer to each other. That can be, some type of love language. So let's see couple cards to see you guys' future as lovers. Okay, so I see with forbidden love that some of you can feel like this person is too good for me. Why? Because you've been surrounded by toxic people or people that were just not a match for you, and you acclimated yourself to it, or they did if not you. And because of that, one of you is going to resist a little bit this connection because they feel like, oh, wow, wait a second, I have been deceived before, so what makes you different? Why would you be even different? Because nobody proved me before that you could love me, support me, confess to me, commit to me, I mean. So, yeah, they will be very guarded, or you will be guarded if this is not the person. So it feels forbidden. But I mean, that's destiny, so it's not forbidden. It's beautiful for a reason. That's because it's meant to be. And this person is going to be very charismatic. And that can be with the style they have, the way they talk, maybe their expression, maybe with what they do as well. That shows who they truly are and their essence and what they value. So that's going to be very attractive and charming. But yes, you're attracting a person who's very charismatic. Let's see more traits from your person with this deck. But so far, I see a creative person who has this childlike essence, a bit more introverted, a bit shy and mysterious as well. They'll be very playful. They can be a Gemini, by the way, or air sign or water sign. If not, that can be the season. So Gemini season. Then we have winter and summer. And a wealthy person. So they can be very hardworking. And that is possibly because they didn't feel much connection growing up. So now what they're looking for is success, to liberate themselves, to liberate their mind, ideas, and their, creative force. And because of it, they might be attracting a lot of money because they target that. I feel like they find comfort in what they can be building and what they can control, and not mostly around people. They can have a hard time just having friends or vibing with them, just so you know. So a wealthy person, a generous person, and clingy. When they find their match, because it's hard for them to find somebody they're compatible with, when they find their match, they're gonna be like a twin. Like, I want to be with you all the time. That you're part of me. You're an extension of me. And perhaps because if you chose this pile and you have a twin flame with the twin Gemini, and clingy and all of that beautiful chemistry between you two, it could be the feeling when you meet your other half. So generous, clingy, and wealthy for these cards. And I'm really getting, even here, like the way they're dressed, it's really like honeymoon vibes or fancy dinner, something like that. But marriage could be part of what you guys want. I mean, the lovers do talk about commitment and marriage in the end, as like a fairy tale kind of perspective. So it could be the sign for you too. Let's see, couple cards and see more about your future together. You are hypnotic and you'll feel the attraction. When you meet this person, which is, I think, someone solely connected to you, you'll feel something activating within you. And I'm not just talking about the eyes and your heart just going crazy. No, it's something you'll feel in the energy, or even your telepathic bond is going to be hyper awakened. Even feeling each other from distance, or you feel somebody, this person will be texting you before they even do, because you tap into each other's field of energy effortlessly. Like, that's something easy for the two of you. And I see a swan on this card too, so maybe these are signs, and the swan represents beauty, or that can be the black swan, and it kind of connects with what we saw here with the black swan. So one more card or two. I told you marriage was part of it, and this is what I can see. I'm fond of you for eternity, and you are hypnotic. And what I see with this one could be a date, future date, going somewhere, but I see this person as the one. Although I'm not someone who is like the one and only, but I still believe that's the one for the majority of you here. Because some people are the ones, because we meet a lot of soulmates or twin. A twin flame is only one, but some of different incarnation, different bodies. So it's beyond twin, as the label at least. But I see that you guys will be vibing, connecting, and this person is totally in love with you. There's no question about it. They even picture marrying themselves. What the freak? Marrying you. Sorry, my brain is... It's gone. It's gone. So anyways, let's pick more cards and see more about who they are as a person. Rise and shine, richness. I'm telling you, they are gonna be super duper rich. What they do is, something that brings a lot of success, and what they want is to grow. They are very hardworking too. You can see productivity, richness, evolution. These are things they value. And if you're someone who is very hardworking yourself and you have big goals, big dreams, big things to achieve, and you work your A off to actually just make it, and so you can rise and shine and be or become popular or just very rich with what you do, they will value that like crazy. That's something they find super attractive, and that's something they just want to experience with another person, because possibly they have been in relationships where they felt like they were too much for the other person, or like they were never really there because they had so much to do before, and they don't want to feel guilty just to work on their task and their dreams. It shouldn't feel this way, right? We should only support people. Of course, like, we need some time to connect with them. I'm not saying to date somebody who's always absent and doing something. That, of course, is part of their dream. That's good, but you still have to find balance so you can also build perfection and beauty and richness in your loving connection. Okay, so don't settle for somebody who is not available at all. That's not what I'm talking about. And if that's the case, or if you feel like, you know what, I don't feel we're really spending much time together, then talk about it. Maybe the person is not fully aware of this because they're so in the zone that they tend to actually not notice their absence for you. But that can be happening, to be honest. So maybe that came out as a message for a reason. It's not about sacrificing yourself in this loving relationship just because you found somebody who is very passionate. Passion is something, work is something, but you have a life next to it. Shouldn't be your everything. So let's see messages. It is hard to resist you. I can see that because the love and the bond is so strong. It's so, it's so irresistible, pretty much. So it's hard to resist you. Stop being so cute and don't play with my feelings, indeed. They want honesty. They want a heart-to-heart, an opened connection with you. And they don't like to play, games when it comes to flirting. Like, if they like you, they like you. And they will show that. They won't say, oh, I think you're beautiful, and then the other day just ghost you. No, they're stable. That's for sure. They're busy, of course. So maybe it's not ghosting, but possibly take multiple hours to respond to you, that's because they're very busy. But they find you very attractive, very cute. They love your energy as well and your essence. So let's see with the runes. Trust and friend. So they can be very friendly, and this person is surely somebody you can trust. This is not a player here. This is not someone who is immature. No, this is someone who is ready for a relationship. They want something as commitment. They want to be building with you. So blessings and joy. And I do believe, because you two are destined to be, when coming together, you'll be attracting a lot more blessings, a lot more positivity into your life, a lot more joy as well. So I'm going to move these on the side and I will continue. So I talked about this. We talked about for the zodiac sign, because I'm going to pick the zodiac grid. So we talked about a water sign, not fire, Gemini, and air sign so far. But we can see more of them from your person. So let's see. Okay, so we have Cancer, Taurus, and Aquarius so far. But we can see more of them with the letters and words. So let's see them. And of course you can see a different code, a place, a name, initials from, your person. Again, friend, so they will be indeed very friendly. Well, this could be starting as a friendship for the two of you. So leave or live it, leave it, let it. Let's see here. So I see LA, could be the place. I heard rare and I saw it then appear. So this person is going to be rare indeed. Lul. Maybe Lee could be a name. Alu. I'm really thinking of aura. So maybe this person's aura is gonna communicate something to you. But this is your rating, guys. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a big thumbs up. Make sure to claim and subscribe to manifest this beautiful love into your life. For personal guidance, the tools I use, everything is linked down below. You can also check my other readings while you wait for me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.